Today we're going to be looking at this little guy. Hi everybody and welcome to my channel Kazzalistic. So today I am pre-recording this as this particular item that I'm going to be sharing with you today will be travelling halfway across the world to Malaysia. So I'm having to pre-record it and this video will go up once I know my friend has received the gift and she knows what it is, because I tend to share my videos on Facebook and she follows me on Facebook, so I don't want to give the game away. So this will be a pre-recorded video. So this little guy, little teddy bear, I haven't named him. I've done it in blue because her favourite colour is blue. She wanted me to make her something, and her birthday's just passed and I just thought a little bear that she can sort of sit on the shelf or sit on a bed or whatever. You know, it was light enough that I could post it and hopefully it won't cost a small fortune. I'm still to find out. Yeah. So this bear was made solely out of Mariner yarns. The main colour, so it's Mariner double knit, for those of you that aren't familiar with it. It's a cheap acrylic here in the UK. Now Mariner yarns have changed a lot of their codes in the last year, so this is an older label, so I don't know if they've changed the name of it or not, but the code was C-024 and it's called Sax. And as you can see, this was basically a scrap I had from another project, so I basically decided to use up, and I still got a lot more left than I thought I would, so this didn't actually use very much yarn at all. Now the pattern for this guy is called Crochet Teddy Bear. No great surprise there really. It is by I'm not sure if I'm really bad at pronunciation, so I apologise for pronouncing this wrong. It's Sharon Ojala. It's O-J-A-L-A. Obviously I will do links and everything down in the description. Now this lady is a YouTuber as well, so it's not giving anything away on this. It is a free pattern. So her name is right there. There we go, that's what they look like. So, knocking the tripod, taking after Jan and her dogs. Sorry about that. I am quite clumsy by nature, so I do quite well not to knock it normally, to be fair. The lady that wrote the pattern does have a YouTube channel as well, which I will link down below to that particular tutorial. What I will say, the pattern's okay, but the tutorial actually does give you more information. For instance, I haven't actually done it, but on the arms and the feet you could put a thumb and toes if you wanted to. It's mentioned in the pattern, but it isn't actually written in the pattern, so I don't know if that's something she's accidentally missed off. So if you want to put a thumb or toes on it, then definitely use the YouTube tutorial. I kind of did a bit of both, if I'm honest, and that seemed to work well, so I would say that it's probably something that would work better in tandem, unless you're an expert at amigurumi, and then obviously you probably don't need to. So this pattern basically works from the head down, so you start here, you do increases, then decreases, down into the neck, and then obviously increase to the body. So the head, the neck and the body are all in one piece, which is good if you don't like sewing. The ears are worked, I'm trying to remember, yeah, ears worked in the round, and there are some slight increases, decreases, that kind of thing, and they're stitched on separately. The arms are both worked separately, and again stitched on just below the neckline, and then the feet, he is meant to be in the sitting position, so You basically only stuff with the arms and the legs. You just stuff the very ends, and then not at the top where you stitch them. So the feet and legs are all one separate things, but made in one part. Yeah, so but again, it's basic increases and decreases. There's a little tail which is just worked in the round and then stitched on, and the same for the nose. The black yarn used was again was a Mariner double knit in the colour black. I haven't got it tanned, unfortunately. I wasn't that organised today when I was recording. So the safety eyes, I'm not sure what size. I just grabbed my tape measure, so I forgot to check what size the eyes were. They are about 7mm across, roughly. This was the first time I've ever used safety eyes, so this little guy is a big deal for me. Those of you remember, I did get some for Christmas. So it does tell you in the pattern where to insert the eyes, which I did, but when I stitched the nose on, I think I put it on slightly wonky, so the nose is slightly more nearer this eye than that eye, but hey ho, sewing is not my strong point, and I freely admit it. Yeah, he's stitched up at the bottom, and he obviously sits quite nicely. I've put a white ribbon, it doesn't actually call for it in the pattern. This was just a bit that I had left over that was just long enough, and I've cut it into little points. This cutting the end of the ribbon in that manner is a habit I have from when I worked in the criminal department of solicitors, and when I tied up briefs to the barristers, you had to do it in pink ribbon, and you had to do those tail ends. It was actually part of the requirement. It's a traditional thing, the UK. I don't know if they still do it. I'm going back 20 years here, but that's where I've got that habit from. But I kind of like the way it looks. It looks like it's been finished. So I put a little ribbon on. I just felt he looked a little bit bare without one. I wanted to make it look special. So yeah. So he was pretty simple to do. I did like the fact that it worked from the head down, and the head, neck and body were all one part, because it did take out the positioning of the head problem. The ears were pretty easy to position. The hardest thing I found to position was actually the nose. The nose, obviously the head, the feet but not the legs, the hands but not the arms. So these are stuffed up to about there. These are stuffed to about there. The tail is stuffed, and the nose. It did actually say on the pattern not to stuff the nose, but I felt it needed it. While I was stitching it on, it was looking a bit flat. So yeah, that's my little bear. I don't know what his name will be. We'll have to see what my friend decides to name it. But she has a very cool name, because her name is Karen too. So it'll be, this bear will be from one Karen to another, and that's actually how I got to know her. We've never actually met in person. We actually are online friends. We talk a lot about food, because I've learned a lot about Malaysian foods. It's quite interesting. Their diets are vastly different to ours in the UK, and there are vegetables and fruits that I've never seen in my life. So it's been very interesting, and she's such a sweet, kind lady. So I'm very privileged to call her a friend. So this will be going to her just as a little, so she can never forget me, just in case she wanted to. So yeah, so that's it. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope that was useful. I would definitely say work this alongside with the tutorial, unless you're an expert at origami. So Sean would probably find this, Sean from Sean's Crafty Corner would probably find this a breeze. I'm still kind of got my old plates out on with origami's, although I am getting slowly better with them. Yeah, so I think he's come up alright. I think he's very cute, and yeah, so that's it. So I don't know when this will be going up, because I'm pre-recording this in January, and I don't know how many weeks this little guy is going to take to get to Malaysia. He's light, so I'm hoping he'll get there pretty quick, and I'm just praying he doesn't get lost. So when you see this, then that will give you some idea of how long it's taken for him to get to Malaysia. I'll probably be posting this, it's the 24th of January, the day I'm recording this. I'll probably be posting him on the 26th of January, so that will then give you, by the time this is uploaded and made live, then you will know roughly how long that's taken to go to Malaysia. I would imagine it's probably going to be a few weeks, so I hope you enjoyed that. Sorry it's pre-recorded, but obviously it's the only way I can do it with obviously travelling halfway around the world. So hope you enjoyed that, and remember to stay well, happy crafting, and remember till next time to stay true to yourself. Bye.